Hey, Pretty Girl Club. Welcome back to the Decentering Men series. I have lost count of how many episodes I've done at this point. I know that it's over 20, but I wanted to kind of follow up with what I've been talking about on here. And some of you guys have talked about how you like watching romance movies and stuff and how it can affect your mental health negatively. And I agree with that. So, anytime something is affecting your mental health negatively, I personally like to remove it. I like to remove the trigger. So, if the trigger is a romance movie, I will remove it. If the trigger is marriage, I will get rid of it or not participate in it. If the trigger is birthing children and then watching them suffer and stuff like that, I will remove the trigger. So there's nothing wrong with being triggered by certain things and having the need to remove it. I personally don't watch romance movies either. But another question that you may want to ask yourself is, what emotion am I feeling with this trigger? Am I feeling jealousy? Am I feeling anger? Am I feeling like what emotion am I feeling when I'm watching the romance movie? And why do I feel that emotion? So, for example, let's say you are feeling jealousy when you watch a romance movie or when you see a couple out in public. You want to then ask yourself, what am I jealous of? Am I jealous of that woman and how she looks in the eyes of the male gaze? So, for example, am I jealous of her pretty privilege? Okay, that is a sign that that's something you want. In my opinion, jealousy is just a passing emotion. I'm not scared of jealousy. I've noticed that for whatever reason in the unambiguous Black community, nobody likes to talk about jealousy. They like to pretend like it doesn't exist. They like to pretend like they don't experience that emotion or like they've never experienced that emotion. But in my opinion, that actually causes you to become a more jealous person because you can't overcome a problem that you never face. You can't face something that you don't think exists. So if you don't think that jealousy exists inside of you, it's going to just run rampant in your emotions because you're never going to call it what it is and you can't get over it because you're not admitting to yourself, oh, wait, I'm just jealous. But anyway, when it comes to watching romance movies, let's say you feel the emotion of jealousy. So what are you jealous of? Are you jealous of the main character, like the woman? Are you jealous of her beauty? And maybe you're jealous of how the guy looks at her. Jealousy is just an emotion that points to your desires. In my opinion, jealousy can actually be used to help you. It can be used as fuel so that you can level yourself up. It helps you to realize what you want deep down inside. Like, do you want the male gaze? Or do you want a relationship? Do you want a white man? I don't know. It could be anything. Do you want the attention of some NFL guy or some politician guy? And if so, why do you want those things? There is no wrong answer. So, like for me personally, I've noticed that I really do enjoy pretty privilege. I like the social power that comes with the pretty privilege. So, for example, if I were to watch a romance movie and ever feel like a sense of jealousy or something, I noticed that part of what would be going on in the romance movie is the girl in the movie, she is getting the male gaze. I'm actually thinking of Megan Good in Stomp the Yard when she was going on a run, and then like Columbus Short was like looking at her, and how I'm actually thinking of all of the hot guys in that movie in Stomp the Yard. So that I remember having an emotion. I remember that scene where Megan Good was running in the super cute jogger outfit and stuff, and like the guys are looking at her, or like when she walks into the room in the college and the guys are like chasing her and stuff. I remember when I was a kid watching that and feeling an emotion of jealousy. So the jealousy that I felt, I was able to decipher it. And the jealousy was deep down inside, I wanted to be the quote unquote Megan Good. So again, I've talked so much on this channel about my Christian socialization. I was not allowed to wear belly shirts. Megan Good, she has a similar phenotype to me. Her phenotype is not far off from mine. So she got to wear a belly shirt and like go running and like look super cute. And also it was one of my dreams. It was one of my biggest dreams to go to an HBCU and to go to a Black college. I don't remember if they were in a Black college in that movie. I think they were. So that was my dream. So a part of that jealousy trigger in the moment was, wow, she gets to look cute and like, embrace her body and just like be carefree and wear her hair in a cute ponytail and just go running. And she gets to go to a Black college and she's like surrounded by all these like hot MLS guys or like these hot quote unquote Black mixed race or Black adjacent types of guys who are like, they have muscles and stuff and they're like smart and they're all in college and then they're like looking at her. So I was able to pinpoint the exact trigger and then I was able to extract what my desire was. So you know what I did? Instead of getting mad at like Megan Good, the actress, I realized, wait a minute, I actually really like Megan Good. I don't dislike her. Obviously, that movie Stomp the Yard came out when I was like, I think I was like 11 or something. I was so young. But I was able to, as a teenager, realize no, I want to, like Megan Good herself, she is not my enemy. The woman is never my enemy. She is somebody who represents what I want to be. And so I remember in that moment, I decided I'm going to be just like Megan Good when I get into college. I'm going to be the girl who's going to be going running and I'm going to wear cute crop tops and I'm going to like have my hair nice and long because I also wasn't allowed to wear like extensions and weaves and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to wear a long weave because I knew she was wearing a weave. I was like, I'm going to wear a weave too. And I'm just going to look so cute and so pretty when I get to college. And I'm going to be just like that. And so instead of me ignoring the jealousy, I used the jealousy to extract the information that I needed. And then I ended up, I actually did live out that fantasy, for lack of better words, or that dream. I actually lived out that dream. I did actually go to college and then, like, you know, I did wear a weave or whatever. And then I wore cute little crop tops and stuff. And I just lived my best life. So jealousy is just another emotion, and your emotions are there to send the signal that, hey, something is wrong here, or something is right here, or hey, you might want to look deeper at what your desires are. I actually do not view jealousy as being such a negative emotion. What I view as negative is how you react to the jealousy. It's one thing to be jealous and then to just say to yourself, oh, I'm jealous, you know, that's because I just need to work on my body, as opposed to I'm jealous and now I'm going to go shame you because of your body, or now I'm going to go sabotage you. No, that is a maladaptive coping mechanism. That's a bad coping mechanism. So what I've learned in order to cope with jealousy in a positive way is to extract what my desires are. Like, why am I jealous? What do I want? Oh, okay, so I want to go to a black college with like hot guys, and then I want them to like look at me and stuff, and I want my body to look cute like that. Okay, cool, problem solved. Versus, oh, F her, she's a whore, she's a slut, oh, she's sleeping with all the guys. So yeah, that's my view on jealousy. But when it comes to decentering men and your decentering men journey, is there anything that you've ever been jealous of in regards to men? So, for example, were you ever jealous of your married friends, or your friends who had a boyfriend, or your single friends? Or maybe you were jealous of your friend who was popular, or maybe you are the one that others were jealous of because you had the male gaze. So you get to decide what aspects of men are important to me and what aspects of men are completely unimportant to me. For some people, they will say absolutely nothing is important to me about men. In fact, I'm not going to date them. I'm going to go gay, or I'm going to be asexual or whatever. So some women will do that. Other women will say, I only care about the sex part, kind of like some of my friends. They're like, no, I just care about the sex part. And then when you're done, like, get out of my house, like kind of that Meg the Stallion mindset. Some people are more like that. Some women are like, okay, I want a boyfriend that I can have fun with and just kind of like a companion, like the sex and the companionship. I want the emotional connection along with the sex. So that would mean boyfriend, girlfriend, meaning we're only having sex with each other, or, you know, we're only hanging out with each other and stuff. We're not dating other people. We are exclusive. And that's as far as they will take it. And then there are the other people who say, I want marriage, or I want marriage and children, and you have to meet XYZ standards. But I feel like all of the, like, no matter where you are on the decentering men spectrum, you should have standards anyway. So it's like, in my opinion, the girls, even if a girl is sleeping with guys and she's not married or in a relationship, kind of like a Brittany Renner, I still view Brittany Renner as having standards. Her standards are just different than mine. You know, her standard is, I will sleep with guys, but he needs to be worth $25 million or whatever because I'm risking getting pregnant. So if I'm going to risk getting pregnant, then it's going to be by a guy who is worth XYZ amount of money. So you get to decide what interactions with men are important to you, if any. There is no wrong answer. I believe that everyone's decentering men journey will be different. I also believe that decentering men looks different for each individual woman, depending on how old she is, what stage of life she's in, you know, if she has kids, has no kids, where her finances are at, how she looks, where she falls on the pretty privilege spectrum, or where she believes that she falls. Because for some women, they don't care about pretty privilege. They don't care about that social power. They don't care about guys thinking they're pretty. So for some women, they're like, you know what? F all of you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and like not talk to anybody and just like kind of stay to myself. And then there are other women who they enjoy the pretty privilege, but they don't tend to take it farther than that. So they just enjoy getting the free drinks at the bar. They just enjoy getting, taken out on dates or just being casual. Anyway, you get to decide what works for you. But what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.